What's up, guys? This is the before cut. This cut is requested by one of my followers here on YouTube. We're gonna start by using the Andes Masters, closing it halfway, and we're gonna start creating our first guideline. My follower called this haircut the Levi cut. So pretty much what the cut is all about is we're gonna go from short to the top, fade it in, but towards the top we are going to leave it more bulky, and we're also gonna do a part on the left side. We're gonna cone it towards the side and the back a little. Once we created the first guideline, I'm going to use the Andes Master once again with the number 1 guard on the close position. And I'm going to create my second guideline. Pretty much, as you can see here, I'm going in and out like a C motion. We're going to do this throughout. Now we had created that guideline with the number 1, we are going to use the 0 guard, 1 notch before close, and we're going to start fading that guideline that we created with the number 1 guard. As you can see, I'm using the corners depending, even without the guard, using the corners would allow you to achieve a better blend, especially when you see a lot of hairs that are darker. This helps you a lot. Keep that in mind. So now we're gonna use the clipper over comb technique. This is a wide comb that I'm using. I got the wireless Envy, and we're gonna use the wide comb and we're gonna comb out a little, like on an angle. What we're trying to achieve here is leaving that hair there when you're coming out on an angle, not straight up at a 90. Would allow you to be more bulky on the top. And then what we do is we just work out on the bottom line of it. So once we did that, we're gonna go to the number 1 guard. We're gonna on the open position, and we're gonna start working what we just created with the clipper over comb technique. Keep in mind, since we are leaving the top more bulky, we're just working that line on the bottom. Pretty much you're just flicking it, you're not going in it, and you're using the corners a lot just to get that line out. In some areas we are going to also close the level a little. I close it halfway here. I'm going to open the level back up again, and I'm also going to close her down a little just to get that line out. Now with the number 3 guard on the open position, we're just going to use the C motion just to get the top side of it, what we did with the clipper over comb. You pretty much are just flicking it, you're not going in it. So now very carefully we're gonna close the number 3 guard, and we just gonna be working on the bottom line there on an angle and using the corners a lot. This will help you achieve a better blend, and it doesn't look so dark. And then right at the bottom we're gonna use the number 2 halfway close, and you're just staying on that bottom line. You're not going any higher than that. So now we're just gonna wet the hair lightly, and we're gonna pretty much comb the hair just so you can see more or less what the hair is gonna lay. on the style that the client desire. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna be using the traveling guide. We also gonna, depending on the length and where you're gonna comb the hair, we're gonna use angles as well. So now I'm gonna be doing shears over comb technique, just to get a little bit better blend there. After that, I'm gonna use the thinning shears just so the hair will lay a little bit better. We're gonna do this throughout. Don't forget, guys, to turn your notifications to on so you don't miss out on the next video. Comment, share the video. You guys do me a favor as well doing that, and I'm here to help, teaching what I do know to you guys and to the guys that are starting in the game. Now we're gonna start with the part on the right side, and I'm gonna do this very lightly. We're gonna push the hair on the top out of the way, and then I'm using this T outline. This is the GTX blade on it, and we're gonna start edging everything on the client. Now when you're edging the back of the neck, make sure that you do this lightly. This is a very sensitive area, especially if your blade is modified or zero gap. And after that, all we're gonna do pretty much is just clean up work with the blade. So once we finish the edge, you could use any shaving gel you would like. I use the Tomb 45 shaving gel here, the Tomb 45 razor, and I have a Prime Dorco blade on it. And all we're gonna do is some cleanup work of what we did with the T outliner. We're not creating a new line. And that's about it, guys. Right after that, use any styling gel that you guys use or prefer. This is the final product. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, please. Share, comment, turn those notifications to on. And I will see you guys around.